watching this, there was a recommended ASM artist in my recommendations. Don't know why I can't talk right now. And I wish I got the young man's name so I could have you go check out his videos, because he was a very solid ASM artist. But I saw him holding his Blue Yeti, and I was like, wait, can you remove this from the stand? And then sure enough, here we are. Cheers to that. Clink. So yes, this makes some setups much easier, because y'all don't know it, but sometimes I'm literally getting cricks in my back and my neck is aching, and it's just, as long as y'all are getting the tingles and mingles, we love it, but I be struggling sometimes. Neither here nor there. So today is the first day of Black History Month. If you did not know, hi, I'm Teal, I'm Black. Nice to meet you. So I thought we would read some random facts about Black History Month. Now I did kind of peruse some of these, and some of these I did already know. Actually, I feel like a few of these I already knew, but you know, some things were not taught to us in school, so let's learn about them. And as a matter of fact, if you feel comfortable doing so, Teal fam, let me know in the comments what is like your ethnic background. Where are you from? Where is your family from? You know, I think diversity is so beautiful, and that's exactly what I wanted from the Teal fam, was all different types of diversity, all different walks of life, where we could all come and just really create a community to where we could just be one and be positive and interact with each other. So if you feel comfortable doing so, let me know where you're from, because I would honestly love to know. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. So I have my handy dandy MacBook here, and I am reading from history.com, Black History Facts. Okay, so let's begin. So Black History Month honors the contributions of African Americans to U.S. history. Among the prominent figures are Madam C.J. Walker, who was the first U.S. woman to become a self-made millionaire; George Washington Carver, who derived nearly 300 products from the peanut; Rosa Parks, who sparked the Montgomery bus boycott and galvanized the civil rights movement; and Shirley Chisholm, who was the first African American woman elected to the U.S. House of Representatives. So some very powerful and amazing people there. But let's start with Black History Month and what it is. So the celebration of Black History Month began as Negro History Week, which was created in 1926 by Carter G. Woodson, a noted African American historian, scholar, educator, and publisher. It became a month-long celebration in 1976. The month of February was chosen to coincide with the birthdays of Frederick Douglass and Abraham Lincoln. So that's actually a fact I did not know, so that's very interesting. The NAACP. On February 12th, 2019, the NAACP marked its 110th anniversary. Spurred by growing racial violence in the early 20th century, and particularly by 1908 race riots in Springfield, Illinois, a group of African American leaders joined together to form a new permanent civil rights organization, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. February 12, 1909 was chosen because it was the centennial anniversary of the birth of Abraham Lincoln. Okay, so now we're going to get into some prominent African American figures throughout history. So heavyweight champ Jack Johnson became the first African American man to hold the World Heavyweight Champion boxing title in 1908. He held on to the belt until 1915. I have to be honest, I don't know who that is, but I will go do my research once I complete this video. The first lawyer, John Mercer Langston, was the first black man to become a lawyer when he passed the bar in Ohio in 1854, when he was elected to the post of town clerk for Brownhill, Ohio. In 1855, Langston became one of the first African Americans ever elected to public office in America. John Mercer Langston was also the great uncle of Langston Hughes, famed poet give up her public bus seat to a white man in Montgomery, Alabama in 1955, inspiring the Montgomery bus boycott. The lesser-known Claudette Colvin was arrested 9 months prior for not giving up her bus seat to white passengers. So I actually very recently learned about Claudette Colvin, who was the actual pioneer, not to take away from Rosa Parks and her legacy, because she definitely did what she had to do, but I did just recently find out that Claudette was the kind of like original woman who had refused to give up her seat, so that was really interesting to find out. Okay, Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall was the first African American ever appointed to the U.S. Supreme Court. He was appointed by President Lyndon B. Johnson and served on the court from 1967 to 1991. So he ended his service on the court 1 year before I was born. Shout out to all my 92 babies if you're out there. Okay, eminent scientist George Washington Carver developed 300 derivative products from peanuts, among them cheese, milk, coffee, flour, ink, dyes, plastics, wood stains, soap, linoleum, medicinal oils, and cosmetics. I did not know that. I do not like peanuts. I hope peanuts are in nothing that I use, because they gross me out. My mom loves peanuts, and I swear she used to like I hate the smell of them, and I swear she used to eat them just because she knew I hated them. I could be wrong, but that's how I felt. Anyways, moving along. The first senator, Hiram Rhodes Revels, was the first African American ever elected to the U.S. Senate. He represented the state of Mississippi from February 1870 to March 1871. The first woman representative was Shirley Chisholm, and she was the first African American woman elected to the House of Representatives. She was elected in 1968 and represented the state of New York. She broke ground again 4 years later in 1972, when she was the first major party African American candidate and the first female candidate for the President of the United States. Very interesting. I actually did not know about her. Well, I feel like I've heard of her name before, but I didn't know about her, you know. I hope you're catching my drift there. Okay. Self-made millionaire Madam C.J. Walker was born on a cotton plantation in Louisiana and became wealthy after inventing a line of African American hair care products. She established Madam C.J. Walker Laboratories and was also known for her philanthropy. Okay, so this is so funny. When I was about to read Laboratories, for whatever reason, I used to love Dexter's Laboratory, so I was getting ready to say laboratory. If you know, you know. So I was getting ready to say Madam C.J. Walker Laboratories, and I'm glad I caught myself. But once again, if you know, then you know. Okay, Oscar winner. In 1940, Hattie McDaniel was the first African American performer to win an Academy Award, the film industry's highest honor, for her portrayal of a loyal slave governess in Gone with the Wind. Okay, I know that's right. Okay, and I knew about Hattie McDaniel, and I know about the next few people as well. So the first professional black baseball player, and let's all say it together, Jackie Robinson. On April 5th, 1947, Jackie Robinson became the first African American to play Major League Baseball when he joined the Brooklyn Dodgers. He led the league in stolen bases that season and was named Rookie of the Year. Go Jackie, it's your birthday. Okay. The first black billionaire. Before Oprah Winfrey and Michael Jordan joined the Billionaires Club, Robert Johnson became the first African American billionaire when he sold the cable station he founded, Black Entertainment Television, aka BET, in 2001. And the first black president, once again class, let's all say it together, Barack Obama. So in 2008, Barack Obama became the first black president of the United States. Asian descent to become vice president. Harris's mother immigrated to the United States from India, and her father immigrated from Jamaica. Okay. And population growth. The black population of the United States in 1870 was 4.8 million. In 2019, the number of black residents of the United States is now 46.8 million. Well, that was in 2019, so I'm sure the numbers have changed since then. And it looks like, okay, honestly, I thought I had more facts than that. It was a little bit shorter than I was expecting, but maybe I can make this like a weekly series throughout February. Always learning about new facts about history and obviously my culture and things of that nature. So, I don't feel like I need to put this disclaimer out there, but I'm going to put it out there anyways, because I know people have differences of opinion on, things like Black History Month, but I just always want to reinforce the idea that this is a safe space for everybody. Me, Teal, I do not tolerate any hate towards any, gender, ethnicity, culture, sexual orientation. We're family here. This is the Teal fam. I want people from all walks to feel comfortable here. I want the comment sections to be nothing but positive ever. I did one video a while back, during like the pandemic when it had, gotten really bad with all of the riots and everything, about another ASM artist who, I don't even want to rehash it because it's not important, but I did a video about another ASM artist who had, kind of given her take on what was going on, and the comment section got kind of nasty, and so from that moment on, I kind of decided I didn't want to do controversial videos in that matter. Like pop culture is one thing, but it was just a lot of hate and differences of opinions, and that's not what I created this channel for at all. We are here for inclusion. That's why I would love to know what your ethnic backgrounds and makeups are, if you feel comfortable doing so. What religions, what religions you, what's the word, I can't think of it, practice. If you practice, religion, and if you don't, that is perfectly fine as well. I can't wait until the day that this pandemic is technically considered over, because there's so many countries I want to go visit, and there's so many things I want to see, and there's so many people I would love to meet, and that's kind of been stifled by the pandemic. I just haven't felt super comfortable traveling abroad, knowing there's so many people who don't have the proper health care and aren't able to fight off infection if it is to be, you get what I'm saying. I'm just rambling at this point. But yes, just wanted to make sure I reiterated that this is a place of inclusion and safety, and I would love to hear about your backgrounds and where you come from and where your families come from, etc., etc. So till fam, until next time, I am going to go ahead and sign off. Last thing, Whitney Houston for Black History Month. If you don't love Whitney Houston, I feel very sorry for you, because you definitely are missing out on some great vocals and a great person overall, Anyways, I will leave that there. And until next time, tell family, y'all take care. Pesos.